What is going on, everyone? Commodore Last here today, bringing to you guys my live reaction of the Haikyuu Season 4 to the Top, Episode 2. Now, the episode has finally come out over on Crunchyroll. It's coming out now, I think, at 2:30 in the East. I thought it was going to be coming out at 12:30, since I know Japan time will be like around, for us, it'll be 11:30 in the East. Hour afterwards, how Crunchyroll works. But I guess now they're going to be doing like a 3-hour wait limit for it. So I'm hoping that it's only a short-term thing, but if it's going to be like that going forward, I mean, I got the day off, but it is what it is. But we're here, man, for more of the greatness. First episode, the premiere last week was great. The OVA was dope as well and everything. Of course, a little fast-paced than usual, but I can't wait to see what else is going to be in store, man. The Ball Boy arc greatness is about to go down. So, you know what we got to do, man. We got to get into our Marty Glickman gimmick right away. Headphones in, mic set up, everything ready to go. Hopefully the volume doesn't blow my ears, but if it does, it's for a good cause. So, start up the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop though. All right, 2, 3. So this always gets me, man. Like, if you ever get a chance to see in the manga how this was all done and stuff, like just like from panel to panel, it's actually glorious, man. So the way IG was able to handle all this from last week, just great. Yeah, and it's like one of the things I didn't get to talk about too much in the episode. It's like how much I appreciate what lengths Hinata is willing to go to in order to improve himself. Like, yeah, he had a really good, run going to making nationals and everything. Going through, Date Tech, Jozenji, Abajosai, Shiratorizawa and stuff. But he realizes his limits of what he's able to do, given what he has. So now he knows what he has to do to try and surpass it to the next level. So getting to see this right here, man. How's the greatness? And my business Ball Boy, thank you for having me. I'm telling you, man, look, that's my goal. That's who I stand, okay? So you always gotta appreciate it. But I'm gonna let the opening run through, let the song, kind of commence and stuff. Because I do have an announcement I want to make in regards to my coverage of the manga, for those of you who are aware. If not, you can just skip forward to wherever we're in the episode and stuff. But for those of you guys who know that I cover the manga, I usually cover the manga like late at night on Sundays, because I do cover from Viz to kind of just, let my schedule kind of like open up a bit, so I'm not covering everything on the same day. Going forward for Sundays, I'm going to be covering the manga around 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Manga Plus has the translations for Viz going forward and stuff around that time, instead of waiting until 3 p.m. And usually I'm at work, so that's why I wait until nighttime to cover it. But if it's going to be like this going forward, where it's going to be at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, it allows me to be able to cover the greatness before I go to work, and that way you guys have the reaction up and then my thoughts and stuff regarding each chapter. And it helps out the schedule a bit, so it's not like I'm stuck rushing home from work and then I have like a whole bunch of series I have to cover. So that's what's going to end up happening. But it also depends too what goes down with my coverage for One Piece, because if the chapters don't come out on Fridays, I might wait until Sunday morning to read One Piece, and then the manga might get pushed after for Haikyuu on the Sunday nights after, when I get back from work. So it'll be like the same as it normally was before his little switch ups. But that's pretty much the plans, what's going on in terms of scheduling and everything. So it's better for me, better for you guys, and we're not burnt out whatsoever. So, because the only burnout I want to hear is from the Syndromes himself, who are going in with these openings. So let's get into it, man. Episode 2, Lost. I don't think they actually capped the name title for, or the title for last week's episode. It just says episode 1. Yeah, so you see with Yukai and everything back with the rest of the kids. We're just training while we're still at Arsenal. You need to always visualize that you're in an actual game. Well, it goes to show you, because obviously, of course, there's like different focus. You have Kageyama, who's with the National Youth Camp, and then you have it where Hinata's over with the other side, Shiratorizawa's Academy. So obviously, it's like they still want to be able to get at least some focus with the rest of the cast. What everybody's doing in their own respective manner. I can't wait. So some of my favorite scenes from this arc is going to be adapted. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. I mean, Tatsu can come by just in case. Should be here in any minute. And by the way, about Yukai Sensei possibly showing up. Cramps hasn't been feeling well lately. The old man. I want to say so much, but I don't want to ruin it. Anime only's been waiting 3 years, man. I'm just saying, you're going to be absolutely blessed. Like, the wait time for everything, it's going to be worth the... Usually you face each other from opposing teams in the qualifiers. But while you're here, you're not opponents. Just the fact that you're doing something out of the ordinary is important. Take whatever you can from each other and get even better. That's all. Shout out to Washijo, man. First, we're gonna do passing drills. Oh, oh, I love this arc for the sole purpose of Hinata, man. Like, he's just so gold. He really is the odd man out. Even though he's a regular on Karasuno's roster. Yeah, it just shows, man. People recognize the talent this guy possesses, but it's like, to everyone else, man, he's just a ball boy for now, but they recognize that talent. Rookie first years from Shiro Torizawa. We're supposed to be helping out too, so it's nice to work with you. Or back at you. See, watch the jump back. He's like one of those coaches, man. Like it's like, like a Bill Belichick or a Joe Torres and stuff, right? Like, he's like one of them because of those feels, but like has his own ideology where you have to come to understand, even though if you might not respect it, but comes a long way. The guy started volleyball in high school. Yeah, he's been chosen to be here. He gets to start from a completely different place than us. Yeah, Yakuzawa, we were talking about with him. I still believe, man, his potential is absolutely nuts of what he could be. Don't go back. That's the wrong way, ball boy. He's like, not on my court. You ain't playing on here. So he's sorry, I went the wrong way. Oh, man. So you're getting prepared. Just place the ball. Sue comes in. So even then, like, he's trying to catch everything that's going on the side, as the ball boy should. But he's like almost feeling like he's still in the game itself. Kokinawa from Date Tech. His technical skills are lacking, but he seems to be getting taller. Very nice. A giant setter. So especially if you know who he has to work with, man. The guy who pretty much is the Iron Wall itself. Even though I know Date Tech is the Iron Wall, but you can't think of it without Aone, man. I'll correct a third year from Shitorizawa, Yora Shota. I guess he has no problem communicating with the older players. So yeah, some of the other kids are on the come up and stuff. Nice kill. Safe. Pick up those damn balls. He's getting yelled at more than us. It's almost like that one grandfather who, he understands his kid's different from everyone else, so he's like, you know what, man, I'm just gonna pick on as much as I can, trying to teach him a lesson. Supposedly. What a waste. I totally nurture him as a wing spiker. Well, Karasuno did manage to take the spring tournament from them this year. Maybe he's getting back at them. Like he ever do something so immature. I mean, come on. It's Washijo, man, but Suki comes right in there, gets us points. Go Shiki. He grew on me, honestly, after season 3. At the first when I got into him and everything, I was kind of like, 50-50 in the waters with him, but he really started to grow on me after a certain point. And then by the ends of season 3, when you get this talk with Ushijima, really nice. See the young boys from Aojosai after. And Hinata still train. Like, even when he was just being the ball boy, when he has the free time, how you're training, you have to respect it. Most guys are going to go home after their training and stuff. This guy's like, nah, I need to get to that next level. Even if it means I have to go overtime to do so, you got to do it. Yeah, for sure. All tired and stuff from cleaning up earlier. It's like, damn it, I guess jump serves are pretty hard. Oh, well, that too, because it's not a natural thing for him to jump serves. Come to think of it, this is the first time I've ever just been the ball boy. Even when I played with the older ladies or in junior high, they still let me practice. Oh my god, that moment still, it haunts me for reasons that only people in the manga know. That's all I'm gonna say. It's just really cool when you see like moments like this afterwards, right? And how much it means to you, like, as time progresses. How they beat you next time. If I speak, I'm in big trouble. I'm going on ahead. And then you're just seeing it right here afterwards where everyone's moving forward, but there are limitations that are stopping my guy from prospering on the throne that he should be sitting on. and everything's just trapping him after. And it's like, how am I gonna break through it? How am I gonna be able to get past all this to be where I want to be? We have to go to school tomorrow like usual. I'm sorry for the trouble. Their relationship's so funny, man. Takes all the time to belittle him and everything. He now has to take it because of his position he's in. Wanna cry? Say you're gonna quit? Keep doing your best, ball boy. Make sure you don't waste the precious 5 days of practice before the spring tournament. Oh man. I was so surprised when they crashed the training camp. I mean, that would be something though he would do. I don't mind youngins who are a bit reckless. But even if he shows an exceeding amount of effort or determination during this camp, I have no intention of letting him join the practice. He's hell-bent on it. Hey, Michael! Give me back this sweet jump! Also, reading removes unnecessary hair and leaves skin feelings. Yo, this is why. Could you read the actual manga instead of the adverts? And like, Tendo wants to read One Piece, man. Allow the man. Man, I love these eye catches so much. If you give me the one at least with Kenma, give me that one at least. Oh no, they're not gonna do it. So I guess like different ones. I hope they switch it up too, where it's like the other characters and their little chibi forms and stuff. Let's see. So we're back now. Camp, all Japan Youth. Did you really think they'd let you join the practice if you went? Look at the. Like so nervous, like of course, like you know, I had to do it, man. So I did something to catch up. I mean, he's not wrong, and yet that doesn't make it okay for you to cause everyone trouble, right? So you're saying that Washijo Sensei doesn't care if Hinata's here or not. You gotta love it how Yukai is almost like a parent or like an older sibling to Hinata, always looking out for him. Even though he knows like from right from wrong, he knows he wants to try and improve, so he's doing what he can to help him out. Like, yeah. You stuck your nose in all this. You better not regret this. Think about what it is that only you can do there. Also, don't go underestimating what it takes to be a ball boy. Oh, dude. I really like the voice actor they got for Yukai. I have to double check to see. He who climbs the ladder must begin at the bottom. Listen, man. When Takeda has the floor and he has to say what he has to say to his kids, that's it, man. You know you lost. You gotta accept what's about to come to you. You gotta take the words. All calm and collected. If it was Yukai would be like, you know, going off on him and everything. But look at that. Look at that. That is what we call hockey of the Supreme King, man. From Takeda. What about Daichi-san? What were we talking? He got me first thing this morning. Yeah. Oh, Daichi. As he should as the captain. It's like, well, I mean, you are pretty sucky. Make sure you learn a special move or something. I mean, after that, you gotta make it up in that way, though. You only get the opportunity to play with players from other teams. Don't panic too much. And I know it's super subtle as well. But even like a small thing like Tanaka moving forward, because again, he has talent himself and he can keep going and everything. Like Hinata's like stuck there because he still feels it. It's like little things, man, with the anime. I don't know. Even then, even in school, the dude's still trying to work on his game and stuff because in areas that he might be lacking in too, or he might need to improve in at the very least. He made the drinks again, so yeah, see now it's like his duty. He's not just a ball boy, but you know, kind of help him out with other things. After that, we'll have a practice game. So the pacing's been pretty good so far from all of this. Like the first episode and stuff was good. Like right now, I don't feel like we're in a sense where like things are being rushed. And considering how much content's out now with the manga, like you feel like you can get through a lot without having to worry about skipping through things. Even the motions for like the animation stuff is pretty good too when they're moving around and everything, right? Yakuzawa. Dude is like the definition of raw potential though when it comes to Yakuzawa. Like, what the heck? It was so cool. Oh, the more I'm watching through, it's like the more moments I'm realizing are about to be coming up in this season alone. They're just goats. Just a Hinata alone. Should I get the best? All right. Young boy's getting through. 2 logs. Apparently, the Nagamatsu guy is a 3rd year in junior high. He's gonna be coming to our school, right? I can't believe he's younger than us. So even getting the feel too, it's not just the guys in your year, the year afterwards in 2nd year or your 3rd years, but the guys behind you that might have more potential to surpass. And the legend is here. Ooh, Shijima, but my boy in the corner though. Look at this man. The absolute unit himself. Come on. So we're really lucky. Some 3rd years and alumni from Shira Torizawa. Look at Tendo, man. Yeah, he's so cool. I love him. Absolute troll. It's like, seriously. Tsushijima-san. Yeah, like a hot Satsudomo. It's actually a practice match with Ushiwaka. Decide on who's gonna play and signs you'll see. So even then, like even he's not even in the action itself, but he's even like in the moment. Oh, here it is. I spot the number 10 from Karasuno. I'm gonna cut you down to size even more. Ore. Oh man. Shout out to Tendo, man. Look at him. Any other person, man, would be like, what the hell? Ushijima is kind of taking into notice as well as something's completely off. Poor guy. Yeah, you can't tell him, hey man, look, I'm the ball boy, bro. I signed up for this. Like, you can't go and tell that to the guy that the 2 people he beat, alongside with Kay and everything. Like, you need to stop crouching too low before you block. That's why you're always late. Yes, sir. Makes the blocking right there after. See, Tendo, even in alumni season, he's still putting up numbers he should. I hope he never meant what he said when he's like, oh, I'm going to retire and everything, because he's so happy. Another serve's coming. Right? Absolute beast, man. Just because we're at the net, it doesn't mean we have to send the ball through. So even just the little things are picking up from there afterwards. Time for a lap of diving drills. So, why aren't you playing? Because I wasn't actually chosen to be here. Then why the heck are you here? Yeah, he goes and tells him what's going on. Oh man, but no, I'm not ready for this line. Oh no. Oh no. It's like, so, what are you even doing? Oh man, broke a sweat too, man. Like, let's go mop the courts. Because you know how badly he wants to be on their show, like, that he's trying to grow, but of course, circumstances he's in right now won't allow it to be. But those words from Ushijima, man, it's like, yeah, I gotta keep that in mind too. What am I doing here? Why aren't you wrestling during break time? Yeah. We're doing serves next. And you got pulls up already because you already know it's about to go down. See Suga getting ready for his spike as well. Let me see my Yamaguchi, man. Let's go. Let's go, man. Gold server incoming. Yeah, you can tell something's bugging him, of course. We're going to get into there. Let's just see. In order to win the upcoming tournament, we can't lose any of our current players. That obviously includes Hinata. But because of that, we limited what Hinata should be doing. All for what's best for the team. In a way, we're doing the same thing as Washijo Sensei and going with the most effective method. But that's also why we have weapons that have been polished to be their best. And not to mention, Hinata understands this more than anyone else. The fact that he's got a mountain of stuff to work on. So I'm sure that makes him panic a bit. If we can always present the correct answer to them, we should. But the best thing we can do is make sure that they don't stop thinking. And to make sure they keep searching what's best for them, don't you think? It's true, because you can only get so much from where you are in a current standpoint. But if you feel like if I got to go to this training camp or do something else that you feel like can elevate your game, you know, it's not even just the coaches that think that their players have to improve in certain areas. It's the players themselves that know that they got to take that next step if they want to be a top level player or be able to do enough to help their team in the next stage. So, man, it's great. So many scenes going on in just this one episode, and the fact that there's just so many more coming up. So, what the heck am I doing? He drives his head in there, but you know, of course, like what he's trying to like go do right now at the moment, though. But Goshiki, like what the hell? But of course, into serious about it. What were you doing for the last 3 years, man? I can't say I sense any worth in you. It's gonna hit like a damn truck. By the time we get to July, is all I'm gonna say. If it's going at the rate I think it's gonna be going at, by July, man, you have no idea. You have no idea. Don't underestimate what it takes to be a ball boy. Find it. Find it. Think. I need to change my perspective. I need to change the way I think. Think about what it is that only I can do here. Find it. Gotta get your determination, man. The guy's got the mops and everything. He's ready to mop the floor with some people, if you know what I mean. Alright? As he should. I was already done the episode? Jesus Christ, that was quick. I'll take it, though. But let me jump into the last part, see what it says on the ending and stuff. Because we already heard the ending theme so many times. But let me just make sure. Yeah, so 23:45 we're at right now. So let me see if there's going to do like the preview for like the next episode or anything else. Yeah, it probably is. Episode 3, point of view. Oh, dude, because I know there's certain scenes. Oh, man, I can't wait. There's the one thing I'll say this as in terms of being a fan of this series is there's so many like moments that are coming up that's gonna make me appreciate, you know, the journey I had with the manga and everything. But to finally see it come to life in the anime, really good. But good episode this week in terms of, you know, pacing and everything. I felt like the anime so far in terms of production, IG have been doing a very good job in terms of, you know, getting through the material, not feeling like it's being, you know, too fast and everything. So pacing wise, in terms of the coverage of the source material, has been very good. The voice acting as well has been on point, especially nailing the scene with Ushijima. And I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of scenes that you're going to be getting into now that will hold value at the moment, but will be furthered after certain points we'll get to afterwards, which you'll know when we get there. But of course, with these moments, it really can make you come to appreciate, you know, what it takes for someone like Hinata and what he's trying to go through to be able to not just help himself, but to help his team be able to get to a level that they need to be going into nationals, because it's going to be the top teams and everything. We just saw with the OVA, Fukurodani's in there, Nekuma's in there, Tachiyama's in there, and just all these other teams are going to be a part of this entire tournament, that they know it's not going to be easy. The path itself was already difficult. Date Tech, Alba Josai, Shiratorizawa, who a lot of people, going into that match, going to season 3, felt it was going to be one of the favorites, and maybe Carstone didn't have a chance, but they pulled it off. They were able to get what they needed to, and now that we're going to nationals, they realize that they got to take it up to another gear, another level. And even if Hinata didn't get the invite going into this camp and stuff where Tsukushima's in right now, especially the one with Kageyama, it makes you really appreciate how far this kid really wants to go and be able to make a name for himself. He loves this sport, wanted to get into it because the little giant and everything, but so really the determination is seeing how far he's willing to go to make it go down the way he wants it to, man. So really good episode. Voice acting was great. OSTs were really on point too as well for certain scenes and everything. And animation was good as well. Didn't feel like any parts were slogging in the rounds. Certain movements were good as well. So overall, very good episode. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on the episode itself. If there's anything in the episode in terms of a certain moment or whatever that you guys want to talk about down in the comments, and didn't talk about too much in here, let me know down in the comments. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. If you want to be part of the weekly experience, not just for my coverage of the anime for season 4 to the top, but also for the manga, as I do cover it every single Sunday, hopefully early in the morning through Manga Plus and stuff. If you want to be part of the manga experience as well with the anime, subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the bell, Shandora, set the day where everything goes on the channel. With that being said, I'll catch you guys on Sunday for the manga, and then I'll catch you guys next week for episode 3, season 4 to the top of the Haikyuu. So, Commodore Last signing off. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, take care. Going crazy, yeah, we going crazy. I'm with the team, yeah, yeah.